Oh, you don't have your glasses on?
No
well,
glasses,
good morning.
can't see.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know.
We have a special guest, my daddy.
And thank you for having me.
Yeah?
I appreciate the opportunity to meet everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think this is the first time on our coffee chat. I think you did a live with us the last time we were here on the main channel.
About 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Popped in on the live, and we'll have some video coming out on the main channel with Pops in it, but yeah. I mean, you guys already know we came here, right? We're hanging out, gonna get some work done today, and gotten a little bit done already, but
we got projects around here too numerous to mention. I don't think there's enough battery to film it all.
That's okay. That's why they're rechargeable.
Well, they're used to that. So, guys, you'll know where we got our half a million projects going from.
I get it from my daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, so that's, I mean, one, it was ultimately time to come, you know, spend time with the family, but then get some stuff done. Because normally when we come, he's like, well, you're just here for a short visit. I don't want you to work. We're going to just have a good time. Well, now it's an indefinite visit, and we're going to get work done.
Yep.
Get some things that we've been talking about getting done for a couple years.
I mean, we're still fighting the storms and the humidity. Yesterday it was not safe to be outside. It was over 100 on the heat index and just not healthy. So we all holed up inside with the air.
Oh, it gets hot here. Humid.
Yeah.
And I wish everybody that was watching was lined up with pickup trucks. That way, when I start cleaning this old shed out that I call something else, I could just load it in everybody's truck and they could have it, have fun with it.
Well, actually, Daddy, I was like, when I was helping Jason out there, I was eye-spying quite a few things that I think your granddaughter Jenna could use on her build for her tiny house.
Well, then we got to load it up, put it in your truck.
Yeah, because that would mean a lot to her as well as, you know, cut down on the expenses that Jenna's going to have when she builds her house.
Oh,
hey, quiet down over there. We're trying to film. Thank you.
What is it?
One of them cicada deals. There's still a few floating around here, evidently.
Yeah. And, oh yeah, we've got lots of projects. So, what are we going to work on today? I think we're going to weed whack, aren't we?
I think today we're going to start on some, doing some yard work. The grass and ground is too wet to mow. There's only a little section that needs mowed, and Mama Bear is itching to get on the mower, except for I got to fix it first. So, but then there's a lot of weed eating and stuff that, you know, they're trying, guys, but there's a lot of property here, and a lot like back at the ridge, there's not a lot of flat ground.
There's not a lot of flat. No.
So I've got some tree trimming to do, though, because I'm not the guy that's gonna keep ducking to go under a branch every time you gotta mow.
Yeah. I
get rid of that branch. So he's got some pretty nice Bradford pears. That's what these are, right?
Yeah.
And they've got some low-lying branches they're gonna get eliminated today.
Oh boy, they need it.
And then we'll get out the weed whippers, and the storms knocked down a few branches, so we're gonna get that stuff.
There was a big one. Well, I sat out here last night and watched the storm roll in, right? I want to talk about a light show. I love thunderstorms. So for me, it was, I'm gonna sit on the porch and I'm gonna watch the storm. And it was just this huge amount of sheets of rain just flying past the porch, and the wind whipping and the lightning and thunder cracking. Wow. And then all of a sudden you just saw these sheets of rain just literally, you could see it stop, and it ran across and stopped. And then when we were out here a little later, we heard a humongous branch fall somewhere down there.
I'm thinking I'm seeing the remnants of it. The edge of the driveway just hides it, but I don't think them branches that we see the leaves for right now just over the hill.
Yeah, I see one got washed out and it fell off.
Yeah.
On me.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tennessee.
Yeah.
And of course, we have another guest over here.
Yeah,
Y'all might
so
remember.
For you OGs, right? It's Bandit now, but this is Toto. What's trying to be our little chicken nugget eater.
He came from the ridge. For those that weren't here before, we were alerted to the chickens going crazy, and we ran out and there were dogs inside our chicken run. And the first time I saw a little Bandit over here, he had a mouthful of feathers, just a little tiny thing. And the other one got out, but Bandit's like, yeah, I'm busted, and just kind of like knelt down. And then when Jason picked him up, he just nuzzled right in, and lo and behold, he made his way here to Tennessee, and now he's the spoiled pooch on the property here.
He's a little rascal.
Yeah.
You a little rascal.
The entertainer. He owns everything. It's his. If he sees it, it's mine.
Yep.
But they went and got, all the dogs went and got doggy groomed and
Spa day yesterday.
Spa day, that's what I
Yeah.
was trying to think of.
Yep. So, but we're gonna keep this short, guys. We just know that we haven't put out a coffee chat in almost a week, and y'all have been so understanding and gracious with how slow we've been getting videos out lately. But we're glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you. I
Yeah.
want you to stay. And I know you can't stay forever, but you can stay for 6-8 months.
Yeah?
And we'll all just be happy on the hill.
Yeah.
You got enough grass to cut, we'll never run out of grass.
Yeah, they're breaking my arm, guys, being like, oh, we need the grass mowed. And I'm like, shucks, I guess. Twist hard enough.
Yeah.
Because we don't have grass to mow on our ridge.
We don't, and I'm not near ready to get grass put in.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, like I do miss cutting grass, and I know last time we were here I cut quite a bit, and it's therapy for me. I love being on the mower and grab the headphones, put on some music, and just go at it.
The last time you was here, I put that new mower on that Bobcat and cleaned all that up. And I didn't touch it since then. And look how it's 5 to 6 foot tall.
Yeah, so some of it we may be putting the mower on the Bobcat. I don't know. I'm going to see. We'll get the 0 turn running. And if I keep the deck high, we can mow it down. But I think that spot behind the shed's probably better with the Bobcat.
Or the weed
And it's been a
whipper.
while since I run that. I need to knock the cobwebs off and get...
I see somebody helped me out with a set of steps, concrete steps. And I know they backed down the driveway and pushed it off the back of their truck.
Really?
Well, I was filling stuff in, and I think they seen and watched. And, clean fill is okay. But that thing probably weighs 1,200 pounds.
Right.
Yeah. Sometimes people just dump stuff.
Yeah.
Last year, was it last year or the year before, somebody hid a parked tractor.
Yeah.
A fairly brand new tractor. Kubota over on the 5 acres off that side.
Yeah.
And it was almost like they were hiding it there.
Oh, they were, because the cops showed up. And, of course, I knew the cops, but they wanted to know, Rock, what you doing with that new Kubota? You get your tractor? No. I said, I don't know who it is, but I'm going to try to find a key for it. And it wasn't a couple days, there was a fella come up the hill early in the morning, and he got it started and drove it out of here. I did not watch where he went, but I know that the cops are still looking for that Kubota tractor.
Well, we were kind of hoping that it'd stay here, and
Yeah.
possession's 9/10 of the law, and that possession would have been back in Arkansas. But yeah, somebody came and got it.
That tractor was an easy $30,000. And somebody, it hurts their pocket when that kind of stuff happens. But they had an idea who did it. And, they won't say anything, but they'll just wait on him. They'll catch him. And he's got a lot of equipment, though.
Hmm.
he owns some Kubota tractors.
Yeah.
But I guess if you can get a free one, jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Hey, they go dropping equipment off while we're here. Hey, sorry, Charlie, you just left it on private property. You can just walk yourself away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got enough convincing they'll walk away with a smile on their face.
Oh, yeah.
Or limp, one or the other, but they'll go away.
Well, that one fella kept cutting across the property you talked to.
Yeah.
He hadn't been back. What'd you say to him?
I just kindly reminded him he was on private property and it's not behooing of him to use that as his personal walk space no more.
Oh, I forgot about that, dude.
Yeah. We had just a random guy, like, I don't know, he was living, I think he lived up in or staying up in the subdivision or something, but he wasn't hurt nothing, but he would walk down through the woods. Well, Pops had already said he'd had a bunch of people that when they were building some of them houses, they tried to use part of that area that as a dumping ground for all their leftovers and waste and whatnot, and he'd had a couple issues of people coming up trying to steal gas and do different things, and I said, okay, well, watchdogs on alert, and I caught this fella he was just trying to get onto the road, was minding, but I let him know that he might want to just kind of go a few hundred yards that way.
Yeah, that neighbor run him off too.
Well, if he walks on the road, it's fine, but he was trying to go through the woods, which
it's not like the road's very far.
There's a road right there. You could walk down the road, but
we found he was from Saudi Arabia, and they don't have boundaries over there. You just, somebody may own it, but there's nothing but sand. What you're going to do? Walk across it.
Yeah.
And he was just used to living that way.
I guess he understood pretty well that.
Yeah, he never come back. He quit waving at me too. I thought, well, how about that?
Well, y'all, I'm just sitting here and y'all have asked, you comment on my eyes, and this is where I get them. See, look how beautiful my daddy's eyes are. I definitely get them from you, Daddy.
What's left of them?
Oh, she said you're purty.
I'm purty. Well, thank you. My eyes are blue. Yeah. And every now and then I get accused of them being brown because I'm full. Yeah. Outside of that, it's all fun games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I think we're gonna get at it, guys. We've gotten the little morning routines done. We're gonna go ahead and before the real heat hits today, try to get some of this yard cleaned up. It's going to need some time for drying out, but in the meantime, we can haul branches and logs and make us a little bonfire pit. And
yeah, because we don't have a bonfire area.
Well, there is. It's up there, but we're going to burn some down there too instead of...
I got us some stacked up there where I finished cutting up that ash.
Yeah.
And I made a nice little, look like a teepee, Indian teepee.
Oh.
And, well, we could just light that and sit down and roast hot dogs. And I got told I got to get a burn permit before I do that. Okay, for a bonfire? Burn permit?
If it's over a certain size, we had to do that in Michigan too.
Look at all the rain we've had.
Yeah.
I don't think that bonfire is going to go anywhere. But they want that $15.
Well, I guess when you live in an area that's got rules and regulations, I just light a fire and let her rip. But
yeah,
I know up north, if you didn't get the burn permit, and which we weren't in the city limits by any means, but you got it because living rural like that, if a neighbor sees smoke, they're gonna call the fire department. Well, and it didn't cost us anything for a burn permit.
You just had to call.
You had to call into an automated number. Give them your name, phone number, address. Say, hey, this is that way. If somebody called in on your address, then the fire department knew, hey, disregard, that guy's burning. Because if they didn't, and the fire department showed up,
they charged you.
Then you get a charge for them showing up.
This charge here is terrible.
Yeah.
Starts around $1,500.
Right. So maybe we'll make a phone call in and be like, hey, we're about to get rid of some brush. Don't send your fire trucks up here. We don't want it put out. We want it burned out.
Heck of it is. When we're setting up there with that bonfire, we can look right in the front door of the fire department.
Yeah, that is true.
They're all kicked back in chairs.
Yeah.
They keep that engine shining just like a brand new one, but that's because it don't go nowhere.
Well, what's crazy is, every year that we come back, because how long you lived here now, Daddy? 27 years? 25 years?
What, I've been here?
Yeah.
27 years.
27 years. It reminds me over that time of the movie Up, where the little farmhouse stays and then everything builds up around it and they hold out and hold out and hold out and hold out. That's kind of what it has felt like over the last 27 years.
Yeah.
Because when we first started coming to this home, it was just this beautiful ridge. It was farm area, and now it's like Knoxville's encroaching on your little slice of heaven here. And, we're protected for the most part. There's one farmer over here that's held out, and Dad bought that way so that, the subdivision couldn't encroach any further. So, but it does. It reminds me of the movie Up, where, everything just kind of grows up around it, and you got this little, part of it right here.
The time we can show it to them is this fall, when the leaves start turning, and I get it all mowed off underneath, clear to the creek. It's a real picture.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a work of labor. You got to stay at it.
Well, we're here now.
I hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna get this initial knockdown and get it manageable, and then after that, it'll be easy peasy. Like I said, twist my arm to put me on a mower. Oh, ouch.
Yeah. I think I better start shopping for a new one. Because, that's a 96 model I got. It's a good one, needs rebuilt, needs some parts, but it just keeps on chugging.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't let the two of you go on a field trip day, right?
Well, if we leave with an empty trailer, you better get scared.
Yeah, that'll be something. For sure.
We'll make sure it's a good one. It's got to have a nice comfy seat. They got them ones now that'll bounce. Oh, man, you'll feel like you're riding in a Cadillac.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought I'd try to find me something that was really good on fuel and still be pickup style, so I could drive around here and get 20 miles a gallon instead of 12 and 14.
Oh, you mean with the Ranch King instead?
Oh, man, that truck's okay. I like it. Well, we rode to Alcoa with it yesterday. When they put that new suspension on there, they ruined that truck.
Well, I just think it's more truck than what your needs have right now. You're not contracted.
Well, and we've got the same truck, and what they did when Pops went and bought the big fifth wheel, he took it down, and it was before I could catch him and be like, hey, don't let him do that. They went ahead and put the beefier springs in the rear end so the truck didn't sag as much, which is a good option if all you're doing is hauling all the time and have that heavy weight, because when the camper's on, it'll ride nice and smooth.
Oh, it's a great ride when that's what.
Yeah, but when it's not on, it's like riding a brick.
You ought to try dragging that 34-foot through a McDonald's or something. They get all excited.
Well, yeah, you got to go to the side. When we hauled our 32-footer around, I would just have to find a side parking lot if we went somewhere, and then you walk in because you can't fit through the drive-throughs and get them tight spaces. So
and getting fuel for it if you're not at a truck stop, that's another job.
Yeah, you got to watch your clearances.
Oh,
man.
Back like you were a truck driver again.
Yeah. Now my wife has run over some stop signs. I told you got to swing out there, sweetie. Don't tell me how to drive. Crunch, crunch. Here we go. Let's get out of here before they want me to pay for it.
Yeah.
But it's all fun and games. Maybe we can all get together in a camp spot in Arkansas, have a big bonfire, roast some chicken, steaks, hamburgers. And I did come by some pretty good hot dog folks, and I'll bring them with me when we do it. That way I can share them with everybody.
Oh,
Whoops.
Sounds like she's home. Busted now,
Yeah.
Daddy.
we're busted. We better get to work, guys. Mama Bear's home.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Look at the tires on that truck. She wonder where she's been.
that was from me when I tried to come up the drop
Yeah.
without the four-wheel drive in.
Oh, they're excited.
Listen to that.
All right,
nuts.
we'll let you guys go. Thank you guys for being a part of our
Yeah. Good.
channel here, and
God
know,
bless and have a good day.
yeah.